Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first NaNoWriMo vlog. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons, Cole, Nikita, and most recently, Hannah. So thank you all for subscribing to me on Patreon and supporting me over there. I post behind the scenes content, extra exclusive content, resources, and you get access to a Discord along with a couple other features. So if you're interested, please check out my Patreon. It's linked down below. And if Patreon's not really your style, that's totally fine. Just like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content, so that you can continue to receive it and so that YouTube knows that you like my content. So with that out of the way, I'm starting Nano a little early. It's October 30th, Saturday. So technically I'm starting it about 48 hours early because I want these vlogs to go up in time with NaNoWriMo. So I've already done a writing sprint this morning. I had a live stream on my YouTube channel. We went for about an hour and I think I got... So what I'm doing right now is tracking total words until November 1st, and I'm gonna backdate them on November 1st when I can start adding them, which also means that I want to hit my goal 2 days before. So that I still technically did it within a month. But yeah, my plan is to actually hit 50K minimum. I'm hoping to actually go over it because I want to write this entire book in 1 month. I think I want to go over 50K because I want to get this entire book pretty much done in 1 month. And I think that that's going to be minimum 70,000 words. It's going to be very rough, and it's going to be very structural, I guess, rather than having all of like the exciting details. I just want the plot and the characters figured out. It's fine. The goal is to still hit 50K, but I want to make sure that I hit 50K 2 days early so that I'm still technically in line with NaNoWriMo because I started 2 days early. Today we started writing and I got, how many words is that? So on the actual draft so far, we just hit 2,000 words, 2,100 to be exact, which means that today we have written a total of, 778 words on the draft this morning, and we have written another 300 on the outline. So 1,000 words. It's about 11:30 and we've written about 1,000 words. I would like to get at least 2,000 words written today and 2,000 words written tomorrow. That would be a really great way for me to get some momentum to start. So that's the goal. And I'll check in with you as the weekend goes on. Good morning and happy official NaNoWriMo. It is Monday, November 1st, which means we are beginning Nano now. As you saw already, I did do some writing on Saturday. I was going to do some writing yesterday and then I ended up not doing that. So technically I only wrote on Saturday so far, so I'm just gonna basically cut a day off or like require myself to hit 50K before the last day of November to like keep it on track. Here we are, we're on day one. I got up this morning, I had a very small breakfast because I find that for myself, I tend to focus better in the morning if I don't have a big breakfast. I think that when I have a big breakfast, I just get kind of tired and I kind of just feel like going back to bed. So I had a small breakfast and now I'm having some coffee. Then I did a little meditation, just like a 10-minute meditation that was focused on creative energy. And then I did a 40-minute sprint. So I've showed this before in my productivity videos, but this is the app that I use. So it's called Forest, and the idea is that you plant your choice of plant. You can plant different kinds of trees and stuff, and you plant it for a certain amount of time that can be anywhere from 10 minutes to 120 minutes. Basically, if you open up your phone and you go anywhere besides in the Forest app, your tree will die. And that is a lot of motivation for me, because when plants die, I get sad. So I set a 40-minute sprint this morning on Forest, and I just basically went to town and typed as much as I could. I hit about 1,000 words. I hit 996. So I added that to my Nano tracker, as well as the work that I did on Saturday. So now we're sitting a little bit over 3,000. Yeah, we're sitting at about 3,500 words. My goal is to get a lot of words this week. Like, I would like to get at least 20,000 words just this week, because that I know that while it's fresh and while I'm super motivated, since it's the beginning of November, it'll be easier to do that. And then I think it'll taper off and I'll need a break at some point. So I want to get as many words as possible in this first week. And my actual goal for NaNoWriMo this month is not just to win it by getting the 50K, but I actually want to write this whole novel this month. I think I've mentioned that, but I want to write the entire Between the Waves novel this month. So the whole thing. So that's gonna be fun. That's going to be a lot for me, but it's fine. What I'm working on now, I'm very excited because I just got to the first fight scene, which is also the inciting incident. It's also the scene where she meets Kanan, who is a character that I have already said I love him so far. I really, really like his character, and I think that he's going to be so much fun to write. And I also think that their dynamic is going to be super fun to write, or they're gonna kill each other. I'm actually not sure yet, but we're about to get into that, and I'm so excited. I will say I've already gone into this draft focusing more on plot and characters, which is super fun for me. I think that when I started Blood of Amberum, I was still very heavy on like describing the scene and describing the setting and doing world building up front. And right now I am doing pretty much just plot with world building that is necessary to the plot, and heavy focus on characters. And I'm really liking that already, so hopefully that will continue to get better. Now I am going to clean up my room, because I'm hoping you can't tell. Hopefully the camera is just focused on me, but my room is very messy. So I'm going to play a playlist that I have on Spotify called, it's not the playlist for this book. I actually have a different playlist for this book, or for the character rather, the protagonist so far, but it goes with the book. So the playlist is called Sea Shanties and Shots of Rum. So I'm going to play that while I clean up, and then I'm kind of, while I'm cleaning and listening to this, I'm going to brainstorm a little bit more about this fight scene, because there are some very particular things that I want to happen, and then we're gonna write it. And I think that will probably, once I've written it, that will probably get me to my goal, which is about 2,500 words today. So, all right, let's do it. Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 2nd. I've got my morning coffee. Can I also just say that it's really satisfying in my brain that November 1st started on Monday and that NaNoWriMo started on a Monday? I don't know why, but my brain is like, oh my gosh, this is great. Tuesday's the 2nd, Wednesday's the 3rd. Something about my brain is very satisfied with that. I wanted to jump on and give a little update. So yesterday I ended up writing a total of 2,927 words. From Saturday when I wrote, I got about 2,500 words, I believe. So now my total on the NaNoWriMo website is 5,390 words. So we're at 5,000. We've done 2 days of writing, which is great so far. I'm going to do a bunch more writing today, but I just wanted to let you guys know that's how much I got yesterday. This morning I made some bread, which, believe it or not, is part of my NaNoWriMo prep. My goal is to let the bread finish cooling, and then I'm gonna freeze it, and then I won't have to make bread for the rest of November. That's the goal, at least, so that I've got some sort of pre-made sustenance. I also bought a bunch of pasta this weekend and just like garlic pasta sauce because on days when I don't feel like cooking, spaghetti and pasta sauce is just the easiest way to go. So this morning on the agenda, I have to do some writing. Naturally, it's NaNoWriMo, and I actually have so much more I wanted to write. It actually took a lot for me to not continue yesterday, but I had some other stuff that I needed to do. But today, I'm just gonna let it all out. It would be great if by November 3rd I had 10,000 words. Like, that would be incredible. So we're gonna see if we can do that. I also want to take advantage of doing that early on while I still have all of the ideas that just need to come out before I start running into like plot situations that I have to sort through. What I am also doing today is doing some research on writing people of color. None of my characters in this book are white. I actually don't think any of them are white. There might be one character that is white. Between the Waves has a lot of different people from different cultures, naturally, since there's 9 different realms and all of them have kingdoms within them, and they all have their own different cultures and they all look different. When Amaya popped up in my head, she was not white. Neither was Kanan. So naturally, I'm not going to change them to white just because that's what I know how to write. I am going to write them as they appeared in my head, and I want to actually do a good job of that, so I'm using a bunch of resources right now. NaNoWriMo, the website, actually offers a bunch of resources on writing people of color, so if that's something that you're new to and you're looking into it, you should definitely check that out. I will leave all the resources for writing people of color that I've been looking at in the description box so that you can find them there. But yeah, that's our goal for today. So learn a little bit about that and then just dump a bunch of words onto my laptop. But first, I am going to finish my coffee and get this bread dealt with, and then I will write. So that's going to be it for my nano vlog for days 1 and 2. Technically the first 3 days for me. I am going to leave, I will show you what my total was right here. I will display it here somehow. So that's what I ended up getting to at the end of Tuesday. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons over on Patreon, Cole, Nikita, and Hannah. Thank you so much for supporting me over there. You can check out my Patreon link down below if you're interested in that. Don't forget to like this video if you did like it so that YouTube can recommend it, and subscribe if you are not already. There is tons more writing content to come, even beyond first drafting, because I have a lot of edits to do in December and over the next year or so. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!